Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the Hermes private sale, and I have an Hermes unboxing. Now before we get started, I'm Jamie, and on this channel we talk about all things luxury handbags, neutrals, and elevated style. Okay guys, let's get right into it. First of all, I want to say a big thank you. Recently, my sweet king dog passed away. It was unexpected for my family, and I took some time off of YouTube and Instagram to really process. So thank you. Okay guys, so let's talk about the Hermes private sale. If you watched my last video, I did my New York wish list. I mentioned that I was invited my friend Anna. She invited me as her plus one. Of course, we have a great love of handbags and designer goods, and especially food and Hermes. So I was so happy to join. I met up with her at the local restaurant called Domo. They have some of the best sushi, and I love the lunch combo platter. Whole bunch of good sushi and a great variety. So of course we ate our sushi, and then it was only a couple blocks away from Domo to the private sale, so we walked over. Some quick details on the event. You can see from my invitation, categories include women and men's ready-to-wear, shoes, hats, ties, equestrian clothing, fashion accessories. I had a 2-hour time slot on a Friday afternoon. It was located in New Jersey, Jersey City, and they ask you to arrive 30 minutes prior to your time slot. Of course, on arrival, you can see that there's a line. So we stood in line. You can see people have some of the hard copies of their invite. I had mine on my cell phone. So once they start scanning people in, you have to take the elevator to go up to the sale. Then you're in another line. This is the line where you have to now check in your bag as well as a coat. Once you give them those items, then you can take one of their clear shopping bags for all your H goodies. So this is where the fun excitement happens. Right away, we start entering the sale, and you can see there's a pretty big selection of ready-to-wear. I looked at a couple pieces. Ready-to-wear was something that wasn't really on my target list, and I saw a couple pieces, and then I decided to keep going. And once you get to ready to wear, then you can start seeing some of the shoes. Right away, I noticed some of the Oran sandals. Of course, they are in a smaller size, like a size 6, a size 5. So I kept going until I could find where the size 38. The small section for the size 38, there wasn't really much in the shoe selection for my size. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So once we got through the shoes, then you get into all of the silks and the shawls. And this was the part where I was really excited to see. And that was one of the items I was hoping to find. And what I noticed, I was a little disappointed. A lot of the pics were more brighter colors, or the prints were a lot more out there, just not really my vibe. And of course, this is some of the older season. I really wanted to find some type of scarf, even a twilly, but I decided to keep walking. And then you start entering to the home section. The home, they had a couple different blankets, whatnot. And then I was like, okay, well, right adjacent to that was a good bracelet section. I was hoping maybe I could see like a Click H bracelet. And again, there wasn't much that I could see that I was really into. So I decided to pass on that as well. After going through all of those major categories, they didn't have belts. At least I didn't see any belts. I would say that if I went back through, I think ready to wear could have been probably the most decent out of it. I just was really disappointed with the scarves and the silks side of it that I was really hoping to see. Overall, from the assortment, you could get anywhere from 50 to 70% off in the sale, which is a pretty significant savings. But for me, I just didn't see anything. So Anna and I both went through the sale empty-handed. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. So we went through all the categories and stood in another line to get our bag and our shoes, and we left. So what does any age lover do? We decided to go to the Short Hills Mall in New Jersey to go to some of the designer boutiques. And of course, there is a fabulous Hermes boutique, which I'll put a picture up for you guys to see. And I was like, you know what? I'm not done, because I obviously did not get anything at the sale. But as you guys know, I did have an Hermes item on my wish list and a few other designer goods, so I was really excited to check out what I could find at this Short Hills Mall location. Did want to give you a quick update when it comes to my New York wish list. What did they have? What did I score? Obviously, you guys know I did have a little bit of Hermes luck, but I will say I did check out Fendi. I looked for that damn bag charm and they did not have it in stock. And then he said he could order it for me. So I do have an essay over in Chicago, so I'd prefer to get it from them. The other items I looked at, I was hoping to check out the Ciao Ciao Bottega Veneta store. They did not have it. They did have a stunning Andiamo in the burgundy, and that is a beautiful bag. I would love either the Andiamo or the Ciao Ciao. I think in that burgundy, I think that's just a beautiful handbag. So that's definitely high up on my list. Did not go with a handbag from Bottega, obviously. I didn't check out Burberry because I ended up getting an Aritzia crop trench, which I'm a little bit obsessed with Aritzia of late. And I will actually have a little bit of a haul for you guys soon. Otherwise, I did check out Camilla for some fun summer spring prints. They really didn't have much of a selection that was in my style. I went to Hermes and the essay was lovely, just very helpful. We ended up talking a little bit about the private sale, and she was saying how, you know, she and a few of the employees would check that out. I was hoping to find maybe some cute SLGs, but they did have one item that was on my wish list, and it is here, and I'm so excited. They didn't have this in my Chicago boutique, so of course when I saw this, and you never know at the Hermes boutique when it comes to sizes, you guys probably know what's in this box. Here we go. So excited because this color is stunning, and if you know me, I'm having a muted color moment, right? So I'm going to introduce you my newest sandals, the Santorini, in this beautiful can color. Look at that. So you can see that color. This is rose can, and it's a nice soft leather. And you can see here, I took it in a size 38. I did try them on just in case, even though in Oasis Orans, I do take a 38, and I thought that it fit perfect. I will try these on for you guys. You guys know in my wish list, I'm just kind of obsessed with these muted colorways with spring, the butter yellows, the pale pinks. Love this color. I think it's so good. I totally lucked out. I can't believe she had this in stock, but I think this is going to be one of my go-to sandals this summer, along with my Oasis sandals that I showed you guys in a different Hermes unboxing. So let me show you the other one. Aren't they? It's so good. And I like that they have the strap here to help support this on your foot. So cute, right? I just think it's a nice pop of color, especially with a lot of my creamy whites, neutral outfits. This is divine. I'm so excited. I love these. I did get a little something from my trip. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I really thought I was going to pick something up from the sale, but here we are. I did get these beautiful sandals, so I'm totally happy with that. Now, I did post about the sale on my Instagram, and I had a few questions about the sale from my last New York City wish list video. So do items count towards your pre-spend? I believe they do not. Granted, I did not buy any items from the sale, so I can't validate that purchase history to my profile. However, Dawn Loves Couture, another fellow YouTuber, she did purchase items, and she said it does not count toward your sale. I will have her video linked below. Also, when it comes to inventory. We asked about them replenishing the inventory. They confirmed that they were replenishing throughout the sale, and it looked like that was the case, as much as like they had people throughout the different categories and they were continually putting merchandise out throughout the sales, putting items back on hangers and whatnot. So I do think that there's a certain amount of inventory for each of the time slots. I'd probably say you'll probably want to attend earlier just for making sure you get some of the inventory. I went on a Friday. I believe Beauty Lex Lover, she went on a Wednesday, but it seemed like there was plenty of merchandise and categories to go around for sure. Okay guys, let me know, what do you think of my latest sandals? I love them. I'm so obsessed to wear these with the weather coming into spring. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Take care.